Good morning, Facebook fans, YouTube friends, subscribers, all of you that are out there, our friends, our family, all of those that we love. I want to welcome you to this Sunday broadcast as I am here again alone in our studios, but we are doing this for the right reason, to protect everybody who's out there. Today I want to talk about the legend of the Phoenix and how that relates to each of you at home, and while we're in this amazing great pause that is a very unusual circumstance that we've all been given at the present moment, despite all of its challenges, rewards, blessings, everything that comes from this. To rise like a phoenix from the ashes truly means to be powerful and successful again. The phoenix's tears in the legend said that they would be able to heal, and her ashes would be used to make the dead come alive again. How many of you felt dead or numb before this whole thing started? How many of you would sometimes say you feel dead tired, or you're in a dead-end job, or any of the many other terms that people would use with that word before SARS-CoV-2 actually even began? Were you truly satisfied? Were you happy in your daily life before COVID started? Were you genuinely happy, content, or were you unsatisfied? Were you looking for something more? Were you searching for something? Or were you tired, frustrated, maybe even depressed? When 2020 came around, were you hoping that it would give you a new start? Were you hoping that things would suddenly look fresh as the new year began? Hoping that things would get better, maybe be a bit easier? With this global crisis, what changes have you made in your life? It really thrust us into an uncharted territory. Some people are staying at home with family. Some people are staying alone because they don't have family or people that live in the home with them. Both of those situations can present very different challenges as well as blessings. Many families are without a paycheck right now, which can prevent its own challenges as well. Many people are without any savings. Yet there is still an amazing opportunity that has presented itself in a very unexpected way. I want to tell you a little about the legend of the Phoenix. In the legend of the Phoenix, the sun gave immortality to the Phoenix. The Phoenix was so happy, and she said that she would always sing her songs to the sun. The Phoenix was a beautiful bird. She had long sweeping feathers in brilliant fiery hues, and sometimes in peacock feathered hues. Some of her feathers would sweep down far below her towards the earth as she soared higher into the sky. As she lived longer, men wanted to have the beautiful feathers of this bird for themselves. She didn't feel safe anymore, and she said she could not live like this anymore. She sang her songs to the sun. So she decided to fly far away. She flew over the mountains, over the valleys, and across many different terrains, over many sunsets and many sunrises. She flew far away to the desert where she could be alone and in peace. Over a period of about 500 years, she grew old and tired and weak, despite having immortality. She sang her song to the sun again, saying she just couldn't live like this anymore. She was done. She wanted to have the sun make her young again. Yet this time the sun didn't reply to her. The Phoenix was alone, and she decided to gather some of her favorite herbs. She gathered cinnamon, myrrh, and a variety of other fragrant herbs that she loved. She built a nest and made an egg. The Phoenix sang again to the sun. The sun heard her cry. The sun heard her plea. And with the sun's full rays, in a blaze of glory and a full strength, the sun lit the Phoenix on fire. In a blaze, immediately she was reduced to ash. There was a young Phoenix who then rose from those ashes. He hollowed out the egg that was beneath him, that was full of cinnamon and myrrh, and he put her ashes inside. This young phoenix then flew with the egg. She flew far again over the mountains and over the valleys, through the sunrises and the sunsets, until she finally reached the Temple of the Sun in Heliopolis, where she placed the egg on the sun's altar. Grateful for the opportunity to be made new again, for the opportunity to choose again, for the opportunity to rise again. Every 500 years, the legend says, the phoenix repeats this cycle endlessly with immortality. There is so much that we can learn from the phoenix. This great pause that we found ourselves in is a time that is so unique. There is rarely ever a time when globally we all find ourselves in this point of being stopped. If you're not one of the essential workers who is vitally working to save lives and help distribute the needs of people, most likely you found yourself in a very quiet place inside within the walls of your house. And this is such a unique time. We are all in this together, whatever our roles are. Each of our experiences are very unique, despite the fact that we're all in this together. Yet we all have the ability to be able to reinvent ourselves, to redefine ourselves, to purge, to cleanse, and to rewrite our stories. Just as the phoenix endured a fire and rose again, stronger than before, we all have this unique opportunity too. In the legend, the phoenix's tears are said to heal. The legend of the phoenix says that a single tear from this magnificent bird has the power to heal miraculously. Our tears have healing powers too. Even if it is uncomfortable to go through the breakdown that many, many people are feeling, we can all turn this into a breakthrough. We have a chance that is very unique to learn, to grow, and to change, to increase our empathy, to increase our compassion, and to carry this new light with us every day from now into the future as we reinvent, recreate, redecide, decide who we are, what we want for our future, what will we create internally. This is a time to turn off those external factors, not looking at what we've previously defined ourselves within society, and really truly go deeply, deeply within ourselves. Listen to the silence within and decide who you are at your core. What is important to you? What matters in this life? What do you want to have for your legacy? What do you want to create after you leave this world? The things that you're focusing on day to day, are those the things that will matter in your legacy that you leave behind? The egg in this legend really relates to us too. What are you putting into your egg? What are you standing on as you're being reborn during this great time, this great pause that we have on the planet? What will you offer to yourself, to others, to society, and to the world as we come out of this? Because we are coming out of this. We will come out of this. I know for some it feels like this is taking forever. I know for most, life will be different. It will go on. Things will reopen. But it's my hope that things will be different too, because I was thinking the other day, and there was a little bit of a fear in realizing that there's a pretty good chance that life will be different, but people might remain the same after this is over. People might not grow through this purpose and through this opportunity that's come. If you don't grow, if you don't change, if you don't redesign, redefine, and decide who you want to be, then you're going to be left feeling the same way you were before all of this happened, with the challenges that present itself from this crisis as well. So use this opportunity, go within, really work on the egg that you're sitting on, what you're putting into yourself, what you're standing on as you're being reborn, and what you want to offer to your community, to your family, and to the world. The tears can heal. Know that if you're feeling depressed, if you're releasing tears, often that is a wonderful sign that you're releasing, you're clearing, you're letting go, and things will get better. The light will come back on, and we can all rise again. We can all be better through this as we go forward. Don't be afraid of the change, especially if you weren't happy with your life before. Run to it, embrace it. Reinvent yourself, let yourself fly, and allow yourself to embrace the story of the phoenix. Embrace the phoenix within yourself. We all have this amazing ability to rise within ourselves as we have the phoenix within us. Embrace this time. Decide who you want to be, and I hope this gives you some inspiration as you are getting ready to begin another week of most likely being at home. Please feel free if you have any questions or comments, put that down in the box below, whether you're on YouTube or Facebook. We will look at that. If you have topic suggestions, feel free to do that as well. If you haven't already, please subscribe to us on YouTube, like us on Facebook, and let us know if you'd like to be added to our email list. We are still doing online classes. I'm actually increasing the online classes that I'm teaching, so it also presents another great opportunity wherever you are in the world. If you weren't able to travel here before, if I haven't gone to your area yet, inquire about our online classes, and feel free to look into so many other programs. There's so many opportunities that are awakening out of this that were not even thought of, dreamt of, or possible before. Have a great week, everybody. Namaste.